Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare, and there's some information that has recently occurred to me, and this is the type of information I love hearing, you guys, and I hope you guys like hearing this information as well, but it also kind of concerns me when it goes for like weapon challenges and stuff like that. But anyway, let me go ahead and tell you guys the first thing that I have discovered recently, and that is there is going to be 49 total weapons during the launch for Modern Warfare. So when Modern Warfare comes out on October 25th, we are going to see 49 different weapons in the multiplayer. That is a lot of different weapons. I mean, holy smoke, that is a huge variety of weapons we can choose from. Of course, we're going to have to like level up and unlock some of these, but still, that is a lot of weapons. Now, keep in mind that this information was leaked by someone who went into the beta game files, and so we're assuming that this is going to be all the weapons available to us at launch, and this does kind of worry me just a little bit because some of these weapons could indeed be behind supply drops, which of course would not be a good thing. Another thing I would like to mention is that some of these weapons could also be potential future DLC weapons, and we actually won't be able to have access to them later in the game's life cycle when they like roll out an update for the game or something like that. That's something to keep in mind, you guys, but hearing that there's going to be 49 total weapons makes me really happy. That's close to 50, obviously, and I'm just a huge fan of that because if we look back in Black Ops 4, I was very disappointed with the lack of variety of weapons we had here in the game, and I just cannot fathom enough like how much I don't like having a variety of stuff, even the multiplayer maps. I mean, yeah, we had some good remake multiplayer maps. I don't want to say DLC, but we like during the launch of Black Ops 4, we had remade multiplayer maps, but we didn't really have a variety of new ones, even though some of the new ones were pretty good. But we also did have a variety of weapons during the launch of Black Ops 4. For example, there was only two freaking shotguns during the launch of Black Ops 4. There's still only one rocket launcher in the game. I don't know, you guys, and there's like three tactical rifles during the launch of the game. Like, seriously, I was very disappointed with the lack of weapons that were available during the launch of Black Ops 4. Of course, we did get some more during the form of DLC and stuff like that, but of course now they're like all locked behind supply drops, which is a huge shame. So yeah, I was very disappointed with the lack of weaponry in Black Ops 4, but seeing that there's going to be 49 weapons here in Modern Warfare makes me extremely happy. And if you guys actually want to see the full list of these weapons, there will be a link in the description below that you can click on, and it'll take you right to the list of all the weapons that are going to be, at least that were found in the game files for Modern Warfare, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. The next thing I want to talk about in this video are the multiplayer maps. So this information I got was from the Gaming Revolution. He has very credible information for when it comes to leaks and rumors about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and so far his rumors and leaks that he's been providing have been pretty darn legit. So I thought I might just share this here in the video. So the thing I want to talk about are the multiplayer maps. He mentioned that there's going to be 3 ground war maps, 7 gunfight maps, and 10 normal maps. And I did also hear that those 10 normal maps, 6 of them were only going to be available for the 6v6 mode, which is a little bit of a shame. It seems like the 6v6 people are getting a little bit of lackluster in that concept, but maybe most people don't care about 6v6 and they want to play like the 10v10 or the 20v20 domination mode or something, because I think the normal modes, that 10 normal maps, that ties in with the 6v6 game modes and the 20v20 and I'm assuming 10v10 game modes as well. Because of course ground war is 32 versus 32, absolutely insane. And so I think this is a pretty decent variety. Of course, this is what we're seeing that's supposed to come out during the launch of the game, and we will get more maps later in the future that are actually going to be available to everyone, right? Because all maps are supposed to be free, and so there are actually supposed to be remake maps as well, like Terminal, Rust, and I think Shipment as well. Like he said, Shipment is actually going to be called Cargo in Modern Warfare, but don't exactly quote me on that. I think that's what he said, and so I think that's good. I think that's a good, decent amount, but of course, it depends on your playstyle. It depends what you prefer. Maybe you hate playing ground war in the 10v10, 20v20 game modes. Maybe you just like the standard 6v6 and you only have 6 maps, and that kind of makes you upset a little bit. Or maybe you only like playing gunfight like myself. For me, gunfight was the best mode here in Modern Warfare. There are 7 gunfight maps. To me, that's a pretty good variety of gunfight maps. I think that is awesome. And maybe you're someone who only likes Ground War. Maybe you didn't like any other game mode but Ground War, and you just thought Ground War was the absolute best game mode, and you found the most enjoyment out of that game mode. And there's only 3 maps, and maybe that makes you a little bit upset because there's only 3 maps. You wish there was actually more maps for Ground War. And the only problem with this is that the developers can't really, I guess, satisfy the people who play this game depending on their playstyle, right? I mean, they're introducing all these different kind of game modes, and when I say different kind of game modes, I'm referring to the amount of players that are in these game modes. And since they introduce so many different game modes with different amount of players in them, they have to make maps that adjust to those type of game modes, and so they aren't able to actually create a whole load of maps for each game mode, you know, so they have to kind of like make it evenly in a way. And of course, Ground War maps are really big, so it makes sense there's only going to be 3 of them, and they probably didn't have enough time to work on more for the launch of the game, and they're just going to add more later in the future once the game's already out. So that's the thing, you guys. I'm not complaining too much about the maps. From my understanding, these maps are not remakes. The remakes will be added actually after the launch of the game, which I think is quite interesting. And so that makes me happy, you know. This is something, this game is like the complete opposite of Black Ops 4, and honestly, like, in a way that makes me happy. Not that I like hate Black Ops 4 or anything. I enjoyed it while it lasted, but to be honest with you guys, I'm done with the multiplayer, right? I loved zombies more than multiplayer. I have actually more game time in zombies than multiplayer, but the multiplayer was so lackluster. The focus of Black Ops 4 was not on the multiplayer, it was only on Blackout, I feel like. And so seeing Modern Warfare here, where the focus actually is on the multiplayer, it really shows that we're getting more original content. We aren't seeing a whole lot of rehashed content from their previous games, and that makes me really happy. You know, I didn't enjoy the game for the beta. You know, I didn't enjoy playing the beta when it was out for the Xbox. I was a little bit frustrated with it, but, you know, seeing all this information, all the factual stuff about Modern Warfare, makes me happy because it shows that it's a new Call of Duty game. It's not some half-assed put together game, and that makes me really happy, and I can't wait to actually see what the DLC is going to be for the future of this game. So anyway, that's what I have to say in this video. I hope you guys found this video very informative. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos later in the future, and I shall catch you guys next time.